What is up, legends? We are back really quick. Thank you for all the subs and the follows. Well, subs and likes. Follows is on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitch too if you want as well. All right, so real quick, you're gonna notice that I skipped a day, basically, because it was confusing people. Realistically, this is my 5th day right now because I didn't actually do anything the first day, but server-wise, it's the 6th day, so apologize. I'm just gonna put day 6 because it was confusing people. I had one comment saying, well, isn't it day 6 or day 5 yesterday? And then somebody was like, are you on day 5 or day 6? And all right, I'm just gonna put day 6. So it's like I skipped a day, but I really didn't. So just to get that out the way. So 400k free to play. We're going to talk about a few things like how we got there and useful things that you're probably going to need to be doing. First of all, you need to be in a guild. I have 2 spots because I got rid of 2 people who didn't log in like a day or so. We can't have that. Everybody active in this guild and doing their thing, and I got to be fair. If you're just not going to be active and I can't have you there. It's nothing personal or anything else like that, but it's not fair to the other 23 people if 2 people just not doing anything. If you got life stuff or something like that's fair. People could tell me that, and people do say, hey, I'm gonna be busy, and then I don't I'm not gonna kick somebody who like on vacation or something like that. But yeah, so if you want to join the guild, let me know. Today I might end up removing some more people if they don't log on and they haven't said anything. So we definitely have spots, and then the next time we level up, we're gonna have more spots. So yeah, so guild, obviously you want to do your best to actually, I just hit myself in the head, that's great, but you want to do the best to actually do whatever you can in your guild dungeon. Obviously, it's stronger the people that you have in the guild dungeon. Quick hire, you can put them there, and then as you push forward, you get more and more slots. The slots open up according to damage that you actually have spent. You see I've done 14 right now. In order to do more damage, what you should probably do is I'll just show you real quick. You should probably keep your DPS waiting for, I'll do it the lazy way right now just to make it quick. Alright, I'll go off right now and then cut it back on. We didn't make it right there. So what you want to do right there is you want to break right there. And what you do is you hold your cooldowns. You can do it in manual. You can even slow the time down to make that work out. But you want to hold your DPS cooldowns for that cycle. So you're bursting your DPS after his first flame breath to knock him out of that charge up that he's doing. This in general, that's like how you do it. I don't want to spend too much time on it going that, but that's how you actually do that and get more damage. You see like my highest right there is 2.6. I could probably easily do better. I'm probably going to easily do better later on today, but that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about right now. Resources. So that's how you necessarily do that. You also want to make sure that your mercenary is the characters that you want them to actually be. They need to be something useful. Now this is all useful. That's my tank, that's my healer, that's my DPS with Ifrit, and my new DPS, which is Gabrielle, where she buffs everybody. Well, she buffs 2 units with more DPS, so that's useful to everybody basically. When I get, I think Athena, or I think it's Athena. When I get Athena, basically I'll be able to swap her in, and I'll probably take Ifrit out because that'll be a bigger buff with them together. Because what ends up happening is Gabrielle actually, or Gabby, Gabriella, or whatever her name is, gets a crit buff basically from having fervor and morale, I believe, out at the same time, which makes her even more busted than she already is. She works actually just fine without it though. And it actually upped my damage, as you saw yesterday, by like 500, 600k just by having her out there, like, because she's directly buffing Ifrit, which is super crazy. All right, so the other side of things, we talked about that, is your expedition. Expedition, what you essentially want to do is you want to head in areas, right? So I'm going to leave this right now. I'll come back to it. It's fine. I'm going to talk about that in a second. I'm going to go back to it. So what you want to do is you want to just run around and take on things. If you are strong, however, there are bosses on the map. You can see there's 4 bosses. And all right, that one's dead up there. Here we go. This plunderer right here. So this plunderer, how much health do you have? Down to 40. You can see I've already attacked it right now. What you want to do is you want to head to the plunderers and kill them, which unlocks the destroyers. Then you want to head to the destroyers and kill them. You want to have a certain amount of power to actually do that. You need to be in the guild. Just, you know, be some type of social. It's okay. Join a relatively active guild. You see I'm up to level 13 right now. This gives you overall stats on your characters that you naturally have, that's put on top of what you already have, and that helps you fight the bosses. They're going to have numbers on them to let you know, like, you know, like what's the recommended. Recommended is level 8, and you see I'm 13, so easily I can just curb stomp that thing. The destroyers are 12. So just keep all that in mind. You just want to run around as you do things in here that allows you to actually like I'm just gonna waste right now. That's fine. I got worm essence. There's gonna be a rune monument right here. I get a guardian oath right here, like here somewhere. All right, let's go around. So you want to build up that way. Obviously, I can't. The 2 bosses that are left that need to be beaten, I already attacked them. So somebody else and the deities to actually go and hit them, which they probably will. And yeah. So outside of that, you also have what's called Lost Canyon, which is where I was at. It's right next to your base. And depending on how active your guild is, you see we have wind breath right there already, and we have spring water right here. Lost Holy is taken by endless night. I'm not greedy enough or for all that. You see there's other people here, and there's one guild right there. Like me, like I'm just not a dick. We have 2 spots. I'm okay with that. So we're gonna head into here, and then you head into here, and then if you look, every 24 hours we're getting 24 currency right here. And I'm like basically like in this spot, and me, I'm one of the stronger people in the guild, so I'm just like guarding this spot. I could pick either or right now, and you just sit your character in here and then you leave. So like when you're done with the guild, you just do that and you just get currency basically for just being in there. You just leave them there. There's also an achievement for that. I think this is housekeeping. Broken raid. Which one is it? Oh, housekeeping list. See, consume action points. The guild expedition actually help you out, and now allow you to actually get, you know, more currency to actually help out in the store. Anything I need to buy? I bought all of these, so this is account power, like direct account power. So we might as well snatch that. That's 30 of them. That's crazy. Which leaves me 10. Obviously, we're gonna do all of this, but we got time. We got 12 days. I worry about this mythic summon like the last 2 days. I want to knock out all the power. This is gonna be power 2 because I need the dust, because that levels up your artifact. You don't really need to go, so you don't gotta worry about all that. Yeah. So the next thing up is when we go over here to adventure, the heart trial. So the interesting thing about this is you should probably focus on whatever your limited characters are. So you see, I was already focused on in the day both Ifrit, leveling up Ifrit where I can to get parts of her. As you can see, you literally can just farm that over time. I need to be like, I'm probably not gonna be able to beat that at tier 2 level 30. But you know, essentially that's what you need to actually do. I need to unlock the affection to even get to that point. And the same thing over here. This is my other limited character. Now, another thing that you can do to kind of help yourself out is save your affection stuff, because we're gonna get Poseidon free right here. And it's not going to be easy to actually get, you know, an EX SSR dupe. So what you could do is use all of your saved affection items and level up her affection as quickly as possible up to, like, you know, like level 10. It's going to take you a lot. But that'll allow you to actually farm a dupe for her without actually getting the summon for her. So that's actually pretty late. I mean, late, not late. I don't know where late came from, but whatever. At Mythos. There we go. So once you reach the point of beating and getting into chapter 15, you get the ability to get Slime Showdown. We can't go in there obviously because I did it already, but you get the ability right there. When you win, you get slime shards, you get a chance shards for purple and blue, which are super useful because there is a system that opens up that allows you to bring over characters at a certain resonance. Now you need to have a certain amount of stars basically to get that resonance up, but the very first thing that you can do, even if you don't have a usable character, let's see, do I have any right now? Probably don't. I did bring, like, I could do this one, and as you see right here, if I hit this, I'm just gonna do it. You see this jumps up now to 4. I actually, like, that's actually higher than the warrior unit. Like, I think her other form is not even at that. So that's actually pretty lit. Now it works according to how many stars you have built into that particular class. So I have a lot of units that are built right now for warrior. So it can actually go to that particular one right there. You see archer, I literally have this built, but I don't have a lot of other units that are built up to that. So she only goes to resonance, even though I could put her at 3, she only goes to 1 because I don't have another unit that can actually resonance higher. It's mad confusing because the way that they explain it, it's not that clear. But from, like, you know, trial and error, I found that that is the case, that you need to have multiple units at a certain resonance to make it actually work and be useful. And you'll notice that I have her basically right there like that, and I have, where's the other one? I have her, Gunna. So you need multiple. The one just won't work. If you just have one there, it'll just make you purple 1 star. However, that's useful if you have like an EX unit or SSR plus that is just 6 star. You can make them purple 1, which is like amazing. Super amazing. So another cool thing that actually opens up, where is it? No, it's not trial. I am forgetting. Oh, it's Wormborn. Now you notice at Wormborn right now, what ends up happening once you get to 150 is you open up faction. You get to do 1 faction every day, and you notice I have things that I can take. You get a free character every 10, as you guys can see right here. So I'm gonna get a random luminary of this faction right now. So I saved it for you guys so you guys can see it. See what I get. Wow, I got Anthony. He's amazing. By the way, I just want to point out she's really amazing. So it's literally got her free, and she OP basically for just doing the 10 summon, which leads me to the other thing that you are going to want to actually do. We're going to come back to this. You should lock one of every character that you have because you're going to need them for faction. So what I essentially did now is I started locking all these characters and putting gear on them. No, there's all hand-me-down and stuff, everything else like this, but you need them to actually be built so you can go through faction and get these free SSRs. You also want to start working on starring them. The one character, though, not everything. You can still use your stuff for father and everything else like that, but just the one character. Like, all of this stuff is like super important for you. Like, you notice I have her right there. Be eventually she got, you know, blue items right there. Crazy useful. Same thing, I just got her, matter of fact, equipped all. You can put that blue on, so now she's up to residence. Like, banger. We ain't gonna talk about her outfit, but yeah. And then you can star her up as well. However, they're locked. I need to lock him as well, and that's what I did. I'm actually gonna slow down my father just to make sure that I have usable units in every faction, so I can put them in faction tower, because you're gonna basically get free SSRs. Same thing like with her over here. Put some gear on her. You can star up as well. Is there anything useful? I can definitely put it on something useful, or I could just not do this at all when I get a character up. We can we'll do this now because we have plenty of them. And she was just in faction, so that's useful for me. I'll just leave her there, right there. She was just in faction. I can actually put her higher as well. I don't think I need him, but I'm not sure. I definitely need this guy, so we're not gonna even do that. But just make sure at this point right now, you need to be making sure and locking stuff so you are not using something that you might actually need in a faction dungeon. Yeah, see, I didn't have him locked. Let's lock him for sure. She's just a dupe. I need her for her other form, so we'll just leave her there. He was in faction. I locked him and put gear on him. We'll just hand me down. Brunhild, I don't have a dupe for her, but we're gonna lock her anyway because she might be of use. I'm not gonna put any gear on her yet because I don't know if she's gonna be out in the faction. Author is a plus right now. Author automatically is locked because it's SR plus. But same type of thing. You just leave her. Hopefully, I can get a dupe for her because she'll go great with Gabby. He is amazing, by the way. Let me make sure I have him locked. Is he a dupe? Or did I just... No, he's not a dupe. I just didn't put anything on him. Okay, so you can just wear that then. Damn, I actually beat dungeons with him with no gear on. That's how you know he's good. That's wild. And this is Antonath that we just got. Why is she not locked? We just got her. I'm just gonna leave her there for now because I need to actually gear her and stuff. And I don't have any dupes for her right now, so we'll just leave her there for right now. He was in a faction dungeon. I think I put gear on him. Yeah, I definitely did. Give him a little bit more better stuff. Lock him. And he's already locked, so we'll just put base gear on him. I actually just got her today. We'll put something on her just so she can actually go do something. This is another dupe. And he's locked as well. So you see, I just went down. I have not seen a use for him, so I'm gonna leave him. And this is just all extras down here. So this is probably like your area of where you would probably be safe to use stuff on. So, just keep all that in mind. I know this is wordy. I apologize, but yeah, it's definitely stuff that you should pay attention to. What is this over here? Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get another luminary, and I actually have another one to pick up too. So you're gonna see 3 free SSR in this video. We're gonna head over to adventure, back into here. Now we gotta do this one. There's another one because I finished this out too. See what this turns into. Van Helsing. I don't even have Van, so this is just completely a new character. And that helps because that gives me more stats because I don't have that character. All right, so we'll get this because we didn't have that character. More stats, bam. We upgraded that, more stats, bam. And then more stats on the Demon Hunter, bam. Right here. GG's. All right, where's Van? So I can lock her. There she is. All right, so that's another unit to actually throw in. I'll hold it off just in case. And I don't know if she'll be using faction again or something like that. So this is another thing over here with some more currency because now we got 12. What Instacrafting over here? Oh, we got this over here. Oh damn, let's do it. The hilarious. Did I get any purples out of this? Maybe. I did. Give me them stats. Hey. We out here getting stats. This is universal stats, by the way. It affects everybody, as you can see, like the max attack HP. Was there not a like upgrade all button? It's not. I'm just being lazy. Yeah, we're good. All right, so now we got refuge that we open up. This is going to be even more now. Oh wait, can I just do it here? No, this is just. Yeah. Hey, like, stop being lazy, sir. All right, so now that I have this, Lifesteal, that's the one that I had really wanted to get. This is Drain Aura right there. Oh, let's go. That's going on some. What? I need to still do something. Oh. And now we can buff up Dragon Aura. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Free to play coming out here. Coming at you. All right, so now I can throw that into here. Where is it? Lifesteal is crazy because what that allows me to actually do. Where's Drain Aura at? Oh, there it is. Even if it's not the highest on power, the sustain is going to actually give is amazing. As you can see, we pushed up. We're at 410 over the course of this video. Now, dragon wise, you see where I'm at right now. I need more tiers to be unlocked to get to the 3rd tier. I also need to start worrying about upgrading these other ones so I can get more out of so we get the stars and get like we need to get more star rarity out now that I have all of them unlocked. I just got all of them unlocked today. I didn't have like the dark dragon. It just happened to go that way. Like the stars went in other places. Not really much you can do about that, but just kind of like let it happen, basically. So let's knock that out. And we just got more back again after I just did that. Yeah, we'll do that. Not really saying there's 9 left of her. That's wild. That's really wild. Yeah, we can actually go and get more now. More power, yo. A dragon call. Nice. You're making moves. This ended up being longer than I wanted, but it's okay. Sometimes it just happens. I hope you guys are like, you know, following along and appreciating it though. Let's do all of this. Get off my screen. You know what? I need to actually just remove that. Another tip for you guys. Stop yapping. This person's name is Hard Stuck. That's funny. Leaderboard was giving me free stuff. Thank you, Wales. Thank you, Ultimus. You the GOAT. I see people mad at Wales. I ain't never mad. Never mad at all. You just keep wailing. Not like I have to fight you. Although in the new PvP, I'll show you real fast. There is Points League. Ask me why the last fight, they made me fight a 1 million power character. I'm like, sir, this person is 2 times stronger than me. Why is he even fighting me right now? Like, that was wild. I don't get it. I definitely don't get that. And this is the store that you get. I have not purchased anything in here yet because I just wanted to show you guys what's in here. So you see we got the wild spirit room, we got the outer, we got the priest. So if you want to work on a certain thing, or if you want to work on a certain dragon, you could do so. You see I have 2400 right now. I'm kind of undecided on what I want to do. You know what? This is not undecided. This is account power. So that's a 100. The runes are a little bit of power, and then you have shadow whelp right there. So what you can do is, what do you want to work with? So this is shadow whelp right here. I don't really use shadow whelp, but if I want to star upgrade it, I can now get parts where I can probably give it 2 more stars. And the same thing with green dragon. Green dragon is only at 3 right now. I'm kind of leaving it there because it seems kind of fine where it is right now, and I went more so on worrying about other things. We have a 5 right there. We'll do that. Blue dragon, we may want to get that up because blue dragon is actually pretty good as well with the detonation, as you can see. Increase your overdrive energy, consumes all worm energy, and then you shoot the magic missile. A lot of people use that. People use dark as well. When I get them 2-star, I'll probably use them a little bit more, but I rotate between fire and green and red for right now. And I believe we have some more freebies in here. I'll probably like, what? So let's knock these out right here, and you see where all my shards are. And I now have this luminary shard. You get this at the end of floor 150 is when you get this. So let's see what we turn into. And that's a Medusa. Okay, that works out. And this is another one for Oberani. I'm sorry, Uberani. I'm messing up my own meme. This is crazy. Right here. This is gonna help. I won't do that until I summon, because obviously we're gonna summon. I remember yesterday I had 1500 currency. I gained close to 13k currency in one day. I don't know if that's gonna happen tomorrow, it might slow down, but that's actually pretty good for day 6. I mean, I ain't mad at it. All right, so I almost forgot, and I actually cut my video. So you're probably gonna see an abrupt cut, and I apologize. I wanted to showcase this, and I forgot about it. So rewind, and we're gonna be showcasing this. This is the Wish Summon. I've been meaning to show this. So I have a character that I don't care about, Medusa. I just got a dupe of her, so we're gonna use her, and you get this at the end of 13 going into 14. This currency up here, Wish Lily. So I'm gonna refresh, and it's gonna randomly refresh into somebody. There we go. It's clicking the wrong thing. So it refreshed into somebody that I just don't care about at this point. But I'm okay with that. And you know the reason why is because she is I need her for her actual dupe. Is over here, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. So if why is this not locked? That's wild. So if I actually need that for something, that I can use it on that, or I can just leave it. And just leave it, and then hit the wish store again and get more, like get more wish stones, and then do it again. As long as I don't hit exchange. If I hit exchange, then I give up that character, and then I get this character. So be sure you don't actually have to do it. You know, like, you know, just keep going, and you build up the luminary points right there, and then you can actually go ahead and start, you know, going for some really cool stuff if you want to. You see all the rest of the stuff I have here locked. I either don't have it, or I can't do it yet because I'm not the right tier level yet. All right, so let's worry about Archangel. If you are a freak guy or a main or whatever else, then you probably should worry about a freak, but I'm worried about Archangel because that's what I want to worry about, you know, mess around getting. So yeah, they was like, you go into pity, sir. There you go. Bam. And we got another dupe of her already. So now it's down to a 48. So let's see here. Can I bring, let's do that. So what I essentially need to have happen is I need another one of her. So we got to go get that. Which we got enough currency for that. 2-3. Just to see. Okay, they was like, we taking your currency. Oh, I don't have actually enough. So I have to hope that this comes out in the 10. It did not. It did not, which is sadness. So I'll just have to actually get that tomorrow. However, bam on that. Maybe the summoning quest will give me something. No, that's it for the summoning quest. It just gave me more currency, but it didn't get me to the next one, sadly. So I'll just have to, you know, wait until tomorrow, basically, on that. Which it happens. That's what we farming for, but it's crazy that I was actually able to get that much currency. So you see, I'm back down to the same point I was yesterday again. I'm even less this time. I'm at 1378. Yesterday it was 1500. But that's okay. I'm interested to see how much I will get back tomorrow. You know, we went from what we was like, we was at 1330, we was at 330, and now we're up to 410 today. So that was an 80k jump, which is pretty nice. I'm not sure that that's going to work out like that tomorrow. It might, like, we might end up, you know, getting more resources from somewhere, something will open up or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think though that's gonna be the same gain. I don't think that's possible for that to happen. But hopefully you guys, like I said, are following along and doing what you need to do. Last thing, super important, and I was actually telling people about this today. Your gear dungeon. So I got up to this high and this wasn't happening. I was fine with that. It is better to buy the purple gear as a free to play and max out getting your characters at a point. Now, I'll show you. You see, I have the purple resonance up here. This gives you a lot of stats. Essentially, you want to do that. That is how I jumped as much as I did in one day from that. And I started working on getting the purple. Now, it's okay that I got that one gold piece, but that's not as useful. Tomorrow, I'm going to work on getting these 4 pieces and getting this jump up. And she's going to jump between 5 to 6K. I already did hers, so she's already at that point. Same thing over here. I'm going to get the 3 pieces over here, and she's going to jump up. And then that's probably essentially going to give me another 15K more power on my account. This is a gear score scaling game where you get penalized when you're not near the gear score. So you should always be going for power above everything else at all times. That is the most important thing that you should be doing. So worrying about gold gear right now is not necessarily the best possible thing. If you are a whale and it don't matter, you've been summoning, you can like spam the dungeon, this does not apply to you. Free to play to casual, like a casual spender, this applies to you. You will see a major account boost. You'll see yourself start steamrolling through dungeons and taking stuff out, like your whole team, not just like you're tanking your DPS, your entire team, because you need everybody to be able to take a damn hit. Like any weak link in your team will basically make it so that even if you overpower something, you're probably going to lose, because then what happens if something comes and runs in the backline and one shots your weak ass healer, then now you got no heals. Like your whole team. Just keep that in mind. So catch you guys next video. Be legendary. Good luck. Hopefully you're following along with this and you're where I'm at. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.